Presidential push.
He can be engaged, roll up his sleeves, and be personally involved.
President Biden not content to watch from the sidelines as the Senate takes on COVID relief. Florida expanding who can get the vaccine.
All sworn law enforcement officers age 50 and above, all firefighters age 50 and above, and all K through 12 school personnel age 50 and above.
On the same day as Johnson & Johnson starts delivering doses into arms. And justices voting.
Laws that seek to subvert and suppress our democracy.
Starting today, the Supreme Court takes up the Voting Rights Act. It's all coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Zitlali Solache, and today is March 2nd, 2021.
From the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
The progressive wing of the Democratic Party wanted President Biden to try and do more to keep the $15 minimum wage in the Senate version of the COVID relief bill. The White House says it is still a priority for the president, just not in the bill right now. His concern is to get the rest of the bill through the Senate quickly.
We've reserved time in his schedule to ensure that he can be engaged, roll up his sleeves, and be personally involved in making phone calls, having more Zoom meetings, potentially having people here to the Oval Office to get this across the finish line.
The president met with 9 senators virtually yesterday. He needs all 50 senators on the Democratic side to vote yes on the bill to have it on his desk by mid-March. It is crucial that the White House retain the support of moderate Democrats like West Virginia's Joe Manchin. The first Americans will get Johnson & Johnson's 1-dose vaccine later today. The doses were flown out late Sunday after getting approved for emergency use over the weekend. Florida's governor says it's good news and part of the reason why he's expanding its access.
To expand vaccine eligibility to all sworn law enforcement officers age 50 and above, all firefighters age 50 and above, and all K through 12 school personnel age 50 and above.
In addition to getting the Johnson & Johnson doses this week, the governor says Florida is seeing a higher allocation of Pfizer. The governor also says the new federal vaccination sites are going to open in 4 different parts of the state. The coronavirus pandemic hitting the Hispanic community particularly hard both here in South Florida and nationwide. As the network's Daniel Otero reports, there's also hesitation in the Hispanic community when it comes to taking the vaccine.
COVID-19 has been rampant in many communities, but the Hispanic community is getting hit at alarming rates. Nora Luengas, an elderly Hispanic woman from Pembroke Pines, Florida, describes her concerns about the vaccine.
Me he informado por los medios de comunicación del programa de la vacuna. Personalmente, mi concepto, para mí no lo quiero recibir.
Many Hispanics avoid coming to the hospital unless they feel it is absolutely necessary. It is also a problem nationwide. Dr. Marina Del Rios is an emergency physician in Chicago who has also received the vaccine. She fears some of the factors that devastated the Hispanic community will return as barriers.
This vaccine distribution process is like playing the Hunger Games. So if you're not tied already to a medical home, which is a reality for a lot of Latinos who are undocumented or uninsured, then, your chances of getting vaccinated anytime soon are slim to none.
CDC data shows nationwide, Hispanic or Latino residents contracted COVID at nearly twice the rate of white non-Hispanic people, and were hospitalized at a rate more than 4 times higher, the biggest gap among any racial ethnic demographic. Then looking at vaccinations, of the data available, though Hispanics represent more than 18% of the U.S. total population, the CDC reports just under 12% of those vaccinated in the first month were from the community. There is also a religious factor that prevents Hispanics from taking the vaccine, as Claudia Gonzalez, organizer of the Farm Work Association of Florida Homestead area, explains.
Some answers about the no reason is because they say, I hear my pastor say this vaccine is the Antichrist.
Claudia also says many of the workers she consults with have hourly jobs and won't get paid if they miss work, causing them to skip the shot, and in some cases even hide the fact that they are sick. In Miramar, Daniel Otero, South Florida Media Network.
The justices are taking on a case that could affect major civil rights laws. It comes as restrictive bills are being supported in 43 states, including Georgia.
We must, as a nation, ensure that every eligible voter can cast the ballot free of interruption, free of vote suppression, and free of laws that seek to subvert and suppress our democracy.
Today, the Supreme Court will hear a case that could weaken a key provision to the Voting Rights Act. The Voting Rights Act prohibits laws that result in racial discrimination. The bill requires a photo ID for the absentee voting, limits early voting hours, and restricts where ballot drop boxes can be located. The actress who plays Wonder Woman on the big screen is also a mom, and she also just announced a different kind of sequel. That's still ahead, and so is this story.
My lady wanted to come to Miami, so she thought it would be a good place for us to be. She likes the vibe down here and the culture, so.
Spring vacation is still on, at least people who live outside of the Sunshine State. The local cancellations aren't stopping visitors from coming this month. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
I hear someone go, "Didn't it come from you guys?"
Strangers cough at me.
Move away from me.
Someone spit towards my direction. All the stereotypes that we've worked so hard to break are just going to be reversed. And I won't let that happen.
We all have to play our part.
I donate my plasma.
I've been making masks.
We deserve respect as much as everybody else.
I'm a firefighter, not a virus.
I'm a mask maker, not a virus.
I'm a nurse.
I'm a delivery woman, chef, a neighbor, artist.
Bus driver.
I'm a doctor.
Fight the virus. Fight the virus.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Skipping spring break. The state of Florida made national news when it was announced that colleges and universities, including those in the Miami area, would not be taking a week off this semester. The move stops South Florida students from gathering out of town and bringing COVID back with them. However, as the network's Celeste Reynolds reports, that's not stopping other vacationers from heading our way.
Universities across the state of Florida have removed Spring Break 2021 from the academic calendar. The decision was made as an effort to minimize the spread of COVID-19. Even though this letter from FIU's provost and executive vice president was shared with the university's community in October of last year, this civil engineering student had no idea spring break was canceled.
This is the first time I heard, yeah.
According to the Miami Business Journal, more than 20 million people visit the city of Miami each year, like this gentleman from Connecticut who says his wife loves it here.
My lady wanted to come to Miami, so she thought it would be a good place for us to be. She likes the vibe down here and the culture, so.
Domestic travel to the Sunshine State has been made easier thanks to a recent partnership between the Miami International Airport and Southwest Airlines. The mayor of Miami-Dade County says it's just what we need to help our economy get back to pre-pandemic. While tourists are being welcomed into the city with open arms, the university students across Florida have to sit back and watch. When Sherrod was told about spring break cancellation across Florida, he says he feels for the students.
I mean, having been in those shoes, you know, you work hard during the semester, so you definitely want to get a chance to reset. You know, the fact that they don't have that, everything is just school, and then other people get to enjoy the fruits of Miami and not them. I feel like that's a tough deal.
While some visitors to South Florida, like Sherrod Pressy Blue, say they couldn't imagine college life without spring break travel, this student at FIU says he understands and respects the school's decision to cancel the break.
We have to bear a little bit with that because the health is the priority, right? Yeah.
Hopefully next year, students will be allowed to have a break. I'm Celeste Reynolds reporting for the South Florida Media Network.
Congratulations are in order for Wonder Woman star Gal Gadot, who is expecting her third child with her husband, Darren Varsano. The actress announced the news yesterday on social media with a picture of her family and a caption reading, "Here we go again." That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Sitlali Solate. Get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.